25-20, 15, 10, 5. He is in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And welcome to this week's show. Nebraska comes up short in their final home game of the year against Minnesota, 24-17. Disappointing game, Coach, and it comes down to one of those E words, execution, in this one. Your thoughts?
Absolutely. We had some bad breaks. We didn't execute well enough. I thought our defense played well enough to win. Made a couple mistakes that caused big plays, but they had some short fields because of mistakes we made, and we got to execute better on offense.
Okay, time for this week's Text the Coach a Question segment, brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Ken in Fullerton said, Coach, I thought we might have more consistency running the ball against the Gophers. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought so too. We practiced well all week, ran it well at times, but it's just not consistent enough right now. We got to button that up and make sure that we can rely on some things and hang our head on some runs, and we're putting ourselves behind the sticks too often and too many negative plays. Everybody's got to get their job done.
Ken, appreciate the question. Reminder, you can text the coach a question for next week's show thanks to our partner, U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Huskers. We're back with action from the first quarter of the Huskers matchup with Minnesota. That's coming up next. We are back on the High Bid Husker football show. Nebraska's final home game of the year was on Saturday against Minnesota. Senior day, 17 seniors. I can only imagine the emotion that goes through both you and the players for this day.
A lot of special kids. They're fighters. Love the relationships in the building. These guys mean a lot to a lot of us.
So it was kind of cold, windy day. They got the snow cleared off the turf after over 3.5 inches of snow in the Lincoln area. You get the football first, and another odd start to the game with this play.
Just bad. We got to be able to execute something simple like that, and we took the ball with the intention of we really needed to get ahead in this football game, and we took the ball trying to get points first, and can't start a game that way.
So put in a deep hole, have to punt. Your defense, though, able to put a stop sign up and slow the Gophers. The defense did a good job slamming down the run game of Minnesota, so they punt the ball back to you. And then an oddity, Adrian scrambles for a first down to get out of bounds, and then he has to come out of the game. You have to put Luke into the ball game.
Yeah, just a weird series. We got a first down on a nice run by him. Called a pass play on the next play. He ran out of bounds on our sideline here and had a pass play called and signaled in. By the time we knew a new quarterback was going in, and we trust Luke. This one we had a guy wide open, and Austin kind of moved at the last second, and the ball got tipped in the air. And Minnesota scored on the short fields we gave them, and those are mistakes that you can't give other teams.
They go for it on 4th and 1 at the 26-yard line, and Mohamed Ibrahim, one of the best backs in the country, breaks free for a score, and they do take advantage of your turnover with 7 points to grab the lead. So you get the football back and just unable to get it really cranked up here on this drive either.
Yeah, this drive we started to get it going. Had a third down. I thought we got held on a route. At the end of this drive, we got more consistent in the run game here. Right here, I thought Wandale got hooked, and we didn't get the call. And then we shank a punt and give them another short field. And, we got to make more things go our way.
Yeah, it was a 9-yard punt after your stop drive, so they start another drive right at midfield. They're able to take it down inside the red zone, but your defense, to their credit, able to stiffen and prevent a touchdown on this drive and keep them to 3 points.
Yeah, again, we got lined up wrong twice all day. I thought we tackled well all day. The 2 times we got lined up wrong were the first touchdown and the long run at the end of the half. And other than a couple mistakes like that with some new linebackers in there, defense, again, played well enough to win. We can't miss so many things on offense.
So the Huskers start this drive with their own 25-yard line as the first quarter ends. We can pick it up right there when we come back on the High Bid Husker Football Show. We're back on the High Bid Husker Football Show. Quarter 1 in the books, 10-0 Gophers with a lead, but the Huskers have the footballs. We can jump into the second quarter. This drive began on the 25-yard line, and this is a terrific drive and a great run here by Wandale.
Yeah, again, when we get everybody blocked up, we can make plays on offense. We didn't do it consistently enough. Great run by Wandale. Got a little tempo going and continued this drive. And as poorly as we played on our first 3 drives, we kind of found our rhythm a little bit and scored on the next 2 and felt good about the game. Good to see Austin Allen get in the end zone.
First career touchdown for Austin. That caps off a 6-play, 75-yard drive, and you're right back in it at 10-7 in this game. So your defense then comes back out. Should have a little juice now, but a bust in coverage. You talked about just a couple of busts. We're going to have one coming up here on a running play that they get loose and get it down inside your territory here.
Yeah, again, this wasn't really a bust. They just wheeled on us on a field pressure. We had the outside linebacker dropping into the flat and had to carry the wheel. The corner came off and tried to help a little bit, and they hit a seam. But good job stepping up, and I thought all day by the defense and answering bells when we needed them to.
Get a 4th down stop. You bat a pass down there to get the football back, and now you're back on offense, and this is a really nice drive, a 13-play drive that ends in points.
Yep. We need to start having some shorter drives, big plays. That's going to continue to help us. 13 plays is a lot of plays to have go your way, but I thought the offense executed really well on this drive. When we gave Adrian time, he threw it really well. So protection's got to get better. We missed a few shots downfield, but I did a lot of good things on this drive.
Jack Stoll made a couple of catches on this drive, and it's capped off right here with Adrian's 7-yard run. And now you have the lead in the game and have to be feeling like, okay, we've righted the ship after a tough start.
Yeah, after all the things that went wrong, felt really good about it right here. And then, again, one of our only 2 mistakes on defense. Most of the day we get lined up wrong on the first play of this drive, and they get a big play on us. And get a stop here. We have a chance to maybe get some more points on the board, but this was a tough thing to see.
Good hustle by Markel Dismuke to save the touchdown there, a 61-yard run. And now maybe the biggest play of the game, the targeting call here on Cam Taylor-Britt. If this doesn't get called, it's a field goal. You still have the lead. They get new life. They get 1st and goal, and they find the tight end to grab the lead. That's a huge momentum shift there late in the half.
Yeah. Close call. I don't know what else to say about it. We're still looking to get points here, and actually had a guy run open on the sideline and just missed him. And we got to be able to make those plays.
3-point game at the half, 17-14 Minnesota with the lead. We're back to check out action from the 3rd quarter. That's coming up next. We are back on the High Bid Husker Football Show. 17-14 Gophers with the lead to start the 3rd quarter. Your defense did some really good things in this 3rd quarter. This was the win quarter for Minnesota, but they were not able to put any points on the board in these 15 minutes. And you got a really nice play coming up here from JoJo Doman on a deep pass that keeps this drive stalled.
Yeah, they got behind him, which you don't want to have happen, but he did a good job hustling and making a play. We needed a stop out of the break, and we got one. And then we needed the offense to respond. And
your offense, after a punt coming up here, able to get the ball at the 14-yard line. And actually, this was not a bad drive at all for your offense. You drive it down the field, a good mix of run and pass here. This was and you've had some good start drives in the 3rd quarter of the last couple of games.
Yep, last couple of games we just needed points here. Good job by Adrian there, good run with Wandale. Just a little play where we're reading the end here and running power inside. Really got some things rolling. Felt after those 2 drives in the first half and this drive, this had a chance to be a bigger play. But we get the ball 1st and 10 at the 20, run tempo, get 5 yards, and we made a mistake on the next play on 2nd and 5 and had someone go the wrong way. Had a ball batted down on 3rd down and missed the field goal, and that kind of took the wind out of our sails.
32-yard miss from Connor Kolp, who had made 9 in a row before that one. Your defense back out on the field and again continues to put up the stop sign on the Gophers to keep it a 3-point game. Minnesota, every time they got it, though, seemed like they were getting 1, maybe 2 first downs before giving the ball back, and they can really bleed the clock. Now you get into a period of the game where you start missing a few throws from Adrian, some guys that were open. You mentioned one at the end of the first half that he missed Oliver Martin on, but it seems like he just didn't quite lost a little bit of accuracy here at this part of the game.
Yeah, and it's not all him. That play right there, designed exactly how we wanted it to be, and Oliver Martin was open, and Just got a little pressure on him. He couldn't step into the throw, but those are key plays you have to make, and as well as our defense was playing. No reason we shouldn't have been ahead at this point in the game. We just got to execute better.
Darius Payne with a batted down pass as they go for it again on 4th down, so you take over on downs. And still only down 3. This quarter's almost over, but you have a fumble coming up here. Adrian gets hit as he throws here after this next play, after a misfire there to Wandale, and it's your 2nd turnover of the game.
Well, there's another play we just got to be able to hit. Bryce has been playing pretty well all year, especially for a young guy. Just had 2 unfortunate plays in pass protection, but those were 3-man pass rushes, and we got to be able to give Adrian more time than that.
So with no scoring at all in that 3rd quarter, still a 17-14 game. We'll pick up the action in the 4th quarter when we come back. Welcome back to the High Bid Husker Football Show. 17-14 Gophers with the lead. As we go to the 4th quarter, you just turned the football over, so some pressure on your defense to try to hold them off. But Minnesota, good quarterback. Morgan's a very veteran guy. They're able to work it down inside the red zone, and you darn near get a goal line stand here from your defense at the end of this thing, as it takes some 4 downs from the 1-yard line to score. Yeah,
again, thought the defense played hard. We're tackling a lot better. We've improved on defense this year a lot, and if the defense is playing as well as they are, that's going to give us a chance to win games if we play better offensively.
Ibrahim finds the end zone for the 2nd time today. Now you get your work cut out. You're down by 10. You're able to get the football back, but get a 1st down initially on this drive, but it ends with a sack as your offense just not able to get it moving here to start this 4th quarter.
Yeah, these are the type of plays we have to be able to hit too. Just a little too much pressure, not quite accurate enough, not consistent enough in run game or in protection, and just couldn't find a rhythm. We knew it was going to be an execution game, the way that they milked the clock, and we weren't going to get that many chances, and we just weren't consistent enough.
Tyler Crawford did the punting for you, had a good one there to pin them deep, and your defense does get a huge 3-and-out here to get you the football back with about half the quarter to go. So good pressure there by Ben Stilley. And you get good field position out near the 50-yard line to start this drive. You haven't had that very often here in this game.
No, field position has kind of been an issue for us. Good field position here. Tough drive. Thought we did some good things on this drive too, and got a holding penalty that I probably don't agree with, and that took a touchdown off the board and had to settle for a field goal.
Diedrich with a good hard run, a 3rd and 18 here after the holding call wiped away a touchdown for you. So you end up getting points as Connor Culp is able to punch one through the upright. So you're back to within a score, just down by 7 at this point in time. But boy, the clock's a problem now, and the way Minnesota runs, for them, killing 442 is not that hard to do. They end up, Mohamed Ibrahim, one of the top backs in the country, ends up with 108 on the day. But you lose the turnover battle 2-0, and those turnovers turn into 14 points, and ultimately that's the undoing in the game for the Huskers.
Yeah, turnovers are big, field position's big, not making the errors that we made, and this game shouldn't have been where it was at this point, but we had to try to get a stop there and didn't get it, and just tough day.
Gophers able to run the clock out and win the game 24-17. When we come back, we'll have our Hy-Vee sounds of Saturday and some final thoughts from the coach. Again, those are our Hy-Vee sounds of Saturday. One more time to compete with this 2020 team, and now you know you'll be playing the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Your initial thoughts about them?
We got to play better. I think they're a team that's really been improving. Got a big win yesterday. I'm glad our kids get another opportunity to try not to end the season on the note that we had. There's been so much progress this year, and the record just isn't what we want. So one more chance to try to get a win.
We'll be back next week to check out the action from the Huskers matchup with Rutgers. That's going to do it for this week's show. My thanks to the entire Husker Vision crew and to you for watching. Inviting you to join us again here next week.